Sometimes we take the most mundane things for granted. It is not until great change is afflicted upon some of those things that we find true value in them. For example, we may take grocery shopping for granted these days, and we just had a global pandemic that affected supply chains everywhere. In Life by You's recent video showing the food mart, the community is buzzing with discussions over something so simple that is done every day. And today, I'm entering the chat. My name is Michael, and welcome back to Sovereign Gaming. If we turn back time just a little bit, grocery shopping isn't that new to simulation games, and especially not to the Sims franchise, which is often a franchise that I compare Life by You with. In The Sims 1, grocery shopping was nearly non-existent. The Sims 2 had you ordering groceries to be delivered through the phone, and I think that there was also some grocery shopping lots as well. And then The Sims 3 had the grocery store as a rabbit hole. And of course, The Sims 4 regressed back to The Sims 2's way of handling groceries, which was usually by phoning it in. Without this game becoming a grocery store simulator, I think that this is one of the first times where dedicated grocery store gameplay has actually been introduced. Of course, if you fiddle around in The Sims 2 Open for Business, you can actually run your own grocery store, but the gameplay on that is a little annoying if you ask me. And I'm sure that there is some way to have a grocery store-like setup in The Sims 3 without getting crazy with DLC, but I digress. Overall, I am very impressed with everything that is shown in this promo, but I want to point out a few things in the video and address some concerns expressed in conversations. Okay, let's pause here. So this may not come across as something important, but throughout the video there was an emphasis on the need to restock your shelves. So much so that there is an actual storage room that the Life by You humans can interact with. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but if I remember correctly, there was no such thing as a functional storage room of any kind in the Sims franchise. Am I right on that? And if you look towards the back, even though this lot doesn't back up directly against the road, it looks like there is a substantial amount of space in the back alley that could fit some sort of a delivery truck, and it also looks like that there are doors. Now please keep in mind that this is only speculation, but I'm wondering if there are functional delivery service areas as well. Just to bring it back to another quote from Rod Humble, he did mention delivery drivers in this article from The Verge. He gave a few examples as to how the depth of the simulation can play out in the game. For instance, in Life by You, you'll see white delivery vans still driving all around. But these aren't just background visuals. Instead, they represent actual drivers and deliveries to in-game characters. When a computer-controlled character gets hungry, they might order groceries, which will then be delivered by one of those trucks. My question here is, are these delivery services also delivering inventory replenishments for stores? And if so, it beckons back to the question that is kind of driving me insane at this point, and that is, what is the true scale of Life by You? To me, it just looks like there was an emphasis on the stockroom, and that there is more to it functionally than what we get to see in the video that they released. But let's continue the breakdown. I think that the Life by You community gave a really fair criticism on sampling that I do agree with. Like, you don't munch and sample your way through a grocery store when you are shopping. Sure, Costco might have a lot of samples to try, but even they have limits. On the flip side, I think that this is an easy problem to address. At its core, all Paradox really have to do is change the language to shop. On the other hand, I have to wonder if they need to explore the UX or UI aspects of grocery shopping now that I'm kind of talking about it out loud. So a watcher and Reddit poster named RetroRed13 crafted a really creative post on their feedback to the grocery shopping video, and I really liked some of their ideas on how to adjust the UX and UI to make shopping a lot better, and I'll leave a link to their idea in a pinned comment to this video. Essentially, RetroRed13 shares an idea where you drag and drop items in a store to your Life by You character. Then a shopping cart or a basket appears that you can interact with or edit to remove the items. And then lastly, you take your basket or cart to the till to pay. This to me seems like a pretty fair ask for in the base game release. I don't think it will happen for early access per se, but for the base game release, this system could certainly be something that scales well and evolves as the franchise grows. I actually think that this idea is realistic, plausible, and can be enjoyable for the players to experience. But I would take it one step further and say that it would be nice to set a Life by You human on a grocery shopping trip, where they can autonomously shop for groceries based on the recipes that they know. I personally don't want to have to click and drag ingredients all the time, and so I would enjoy a feature where you can click on the lot and tell the Life by You human that you're controlling to shop for groceries and trust that they will do that without me having to micromanage them instead of ordering groceries on the phone. Or perhaps this could be a mod that I could create. What do you think? If the stock room functions like a real stock room in real life, then this is pretty huge, and I'm going to tell you why. Firstly, a stock room has to receive inventory to actually store away. So where exactly is your inventory coming from? Who delivers it, and does this suggest that there is some sort of a shipping and handling system or a supply chain management system? These questions also beckon back to one of my videos where I actually talked a little bit about traffic. Because if stores and businesses need to manage inventories, then there will be a lot of delivery trucks out there delivering goods to businesses and to people as well. And then that spurs the question on who is driving all of these delivery trucks, and is there some sort of a delivery service business? Because Rod Humble said that we could play as any NPC human. So theoretically, there would have to be some sort of intricate shipping, delivery, and handling business at play to deliver goods and services, like a logistics business, for example. And if this is the case, then this game's scale is going to be epic in the life simulation genre. You see how one question really cascades into bigger questions here? I also wanted to speak on the pickpocket as well, since everyone is speaking about it. I'm glad to see that this game is introducing some real-world elements into it that aren't all about love and peace. I was getting a little nervous there that this game was not going to have anything adverse for the Life by You characters to overcome. But now I have questions like I always do. For example, is there a police force that apprehends pickpockets? Will there be some sort of a legal system that determines punishment for those that commit crimes? Since this game uses a real calendar, it could be entirely possible that Life by You characters could see a couple of years behind bars for committing crimes. But that is another video. Let's continue on watching. The promos keep coming out, and I just keep getting more questions about what kind of a game Life by You will end up being. Honestly, it feels pretty epic gameplay-wise, just from what we know right now, and never before has the Sims franchise ever touched upon the concept of a grocery store, let alone the inventory management gameplay in businesses, except for maybe in The Sims 2's Open for Business in that franchise. My biggest burning question at the end of this video is where these businesses are receiving their inventory from, and if there is some sort of a supply chain system in the game that the players can manage. But I want to know what you have to think about the grocery lot. Are you excited about grocery shopping being in early access and the base game? If there is a shipping and handling or supply chain system in the game, would that be a feature that you would be interested in playing? How do you feel about the pickpocket being shown in the video? Feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And until next time, I just want to thank you again for watching, and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, then feel free to subscribe and like this video for more. Thank you again and have yourself a wonderful day.